was a lot.
No, it wasn't.
I can't.
Easy peasy.
Not my thing. She had to go get the lipstick out the car.
Easy peasy. You already know.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Welcome to another episode of Putting Our Business in the Streets. I'm Demea, the mother. And we are without the daughter today because this is Demea's Takeover episode with my bestie. Special guest in the building, as DJ Envy says on the Breakfast Club.
In the building.
Wanda Lynette.
More Farlow.
Soon to be.
Mrs. Marable.
Marable. So my best friend's getting married, y'all. Oh my gosh. She's a bridezilla.
No, she's not. Don't say that. I'm so far from a bridezilla.
She's not yet.
I am so yet.
She's not.
I'm so far from a bridezilla.
You're right. I can say I haven't had much stress yet. So I don't know where we should start. You're getting married.
I am.
How do you feel?
You know what? Honestly,
yeah.
Because I have so many other things going on in my life, this is just a complete transition period for me. All good though.
Okay.
All good. I'm in a great space. The Lord is continuously blessing, and I'm so happy right now.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. So it's a lot going on. It's great things. In addition to the wedding, I have not been in wedding mode. I'm just being honest. I'm being transparent.
Okay.
Until this past weekend.
When you sent the text like, hey, I'm in bride mode, we need to get together?
Exactly.
Okay.
And the reason I did that is because I went to a bridal shower.
Okay, well, before we get there, should we talk about how you met and where you are and getting married in your 50s? And
we doing that?
Over? Yeah, this is
we
real
doing
life.
that?
We talk real life on this podcast. So
this is all natural beverages, not wine. I know it looks like it, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not. So where do you want to start?
Oh man, okay, I can start.
Do we go back as you got divorced, you did this, you did that, or do we just say, hey, no, we met and this is it?
We met.
Okay. There we go.
But you know what?
Your second marriage.
I'm gonna tell the story a little bit. I guess that's what I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my second marriage. Yes, that's for me the second time around. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
And I have to say, a revelation that I had is I was not ready for Dave prior to now. So the Lord prepared me for this moment. I always say I have no regrets. You know that.
Right.
I don't live in regret. So everything that I've been through was purposeful.
Okay.
So I strongly believe I had to go through everything that I went through.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm good with that. I'm in a good space. But yes, this is my second marriage. Mm-hmm. And I am very, very excited. I am a divorced mother of two. That's how we doing this?
If you want to, whatever you want to share.
I am a divorced mother of two. Two grown kids now. You may as well say my baby boy just graduated high school. Mm-hmm. I am 52 years old and I am engaged to be married.
Right.
At 52 years old. So
there's hope for me.
There is hope. There's hope for everyone. I met my fiancé when I was 49, just before my 49th birthday, and he planned a spectacular 50th surprise birthday party for me.
How did y'all meet?
We met, I'm going to tell you why we met. We met because I was in a transition period and because I was purposeful. Now, I am prefacing everything that I say with that on purpose because I prayed for him. Mm-hmm. So I believe that the Lord sent him to me. How we met online. Mm-hmm. We met on Black People Meet, but I believe we met because I was a part of a singles ministry. Shout out to PM, Pastor Monica and her singles ministry. I was a part of Pastor Monica Haskell's singles ministry. Mm-hmm. It was an 8-week boot camp during COVID, online, Zoom. Mm-hmm. But again, purposeful. Mm-hmm. So during this, this is one of Pastor Monica's shirts actually. Okay. During the boot camp, the first week it was just about preparing you. Preparing you for your Boaz, preparing you for the man that God has for you. So it was really just all about me. I had to get me right. I had to look internally to see what things I needed to fix. Then it was also about manifestation. What do you want? Who do you want? What do you want him to look like? What do you want him to act like? So we wrote a list of everything that we were looking for in a man. I mean, everything. And I was very detailed in this list. A man who loves his mother. A man who is family oriented. A man who loves entertaining. I mean, everything. I wanted in this man, a man who's generous, a man who's kind, everything. So wrote it down on the list, right? Write the vision, make it plain. So wrote it down. So week 1, it was about you and who you want. Week 2, and in week 1, she mentioned prepare a profile on a dating site. I was like, I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm not doing that. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Right? But I did all the other homework, but I didn't do that.
Right.
So the second week, again, we're still talking about us. We're talking more about who we want, expectations, and she announced that in week 3, she was going to introduce a relationship counselor into the Zoom meetings. And she mentioned again the dating profile. And again, I was like, nah, not going to happen. People are crazy out there. I'm not doing that. So all other homework I did. So now it's week 3. And the relationship counselor is on the Zoom talking to us. And I will never forget this. Our classes were on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. That's relevant for a reason. So Wednesday night at 8 p.m. We always finished about 9:30-ish. And the relationship counselor is on them. This is week 3 of an 8-week boot camp. The relationship counselor comes on and she's talking more about this dating profile. And people are now giving testimonies. Oh, yeah. I created one. I did this, I did that. And I've been talking to this person and talking to that person. Like, everyone's coming on with all these phenomenal stories about these people that they've met during COVID and that they're now having conversations with because they create a profile. So I come off mute on the Zoom begrudgingly. I'm like, well, what site do y'all use? Like, because I couldn't believe that they're doing this.
Right.
And so they threw out some sites. Everybody's throwing out sites. And the majority of the people said Black People Meet. So I was like, okay. So at about 9:30-ish, almost 10-ish, when we're off of this boot camp, I begrudgingly created a profile. This Wednesday night, when I say begrudgingly, like I half-assed, filled out the questions, the answers. I, put up 5 different pictures of me, just different sides of Lynette, corporate, my workout side, church, 5 different pictures. And like I said, begrudgingly filled out the profile. So then I hit submit. Ding, 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 ding. My phone started going off. I was like a kid in a candy store. I was so excited. So now I'm up to about 2 a.m. chatting with different guys. Like, it was really exciting. It was like Christmas. Yep. So I'm chatting it up. And that was Wednesday night/Thursday morning, because it's 2 a.m. I go to bed, I wake up now, and the site presents men to me. Right. And the site presented days. So I'm like, okay. Okay. Right? So I read his profile. Very detailed. Like, he spent time on his profile. Very, very detailed. Like no, it wasn't half-assed. Not at all. Very detailed profile. He had every single buzzword that I put on my list. He was exactly what I was looking for according to his profile. Okay. So much so, I said to one of my girlfriends, I said, you know what? This site presented this guy, and if he's anything like his profile, he's the one for me. I said those words. on Thursday morning. So you do a little poke. So I did the poke. And then the little canned message that says, your profile seems interesting. I'd love to hear from you. I sent that message. Boom, he hit me right back. Your profile seems interesting. I'd love to hear from you. Would you like to keep it here online or take it offline? If so, here's my number.
Okay, good.
Right? I wasn't calling him. So I went back in. This is all Thursday. And I said, sure, we can take it offline. Here's my number. And then I finished chatting with all the other people I'm chatting with. So then Monday morning.
So 3 days later.
No, the next day.
Oh.
Wednesday. So that was Thursday. Oh, I'm sorry, I said Monday. Oh. Friday morning.
Where came with that?
He called me.
Oh.
He called. And I was in the hairdresser. I'll never forget this. I'm in the hairdresser. I said hello. He says, I figured I'd call since you were too afraid to call me. So I bust out laughing. I'm cracking up. I'm on the phone with him the entire time I'm getting my hair done. So about 3 hours, I was at the hairdresser with my mother. She was still getting her hair done. I went in the car. I'm still talking to him. So our first phone conversation was about 4 hours long.
Wow.
And then we had a break during the day. And then that evening, We were on the phone again. I don't know if he called or I called, but we were on the phone for another 4 hours. And then every night after that, we're on the phone. 3 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, every night. It was just easy conversation. I felt like I've known him all of my life.
Did you immediately stop chatting with the other people?
Absolutely.
Like you felt like he was doing in that moment. That's
Absolutely,
awesome.
I did. Now, I had made arrangements, or I was attempting to make arrangements for a meetup. They called him with another person who coincidentally, his name also was Dave. Dave laughs about this all the time. He was like, at least you got the right Dave. But it couldn't quite work out. Thank God.
Right.
Because this was a Friday, and for religious reasons, he couldn't go out on Friday or Saturday night, so it had to be Sunday. But by the time Sunday came, I felt like I was already married. Like, don't worry about it, I'm good. So sorry, Dave. Like, I'm good.
We're not sorry.
So that's happened. That's sorry. So that never happened. We never went out. I mean, he kept calling, and I was like, so finally, I just let him know I'm good. Okay. Thanks anyway. So yeah, so I stopped chatting immediately. Some guys were really upset too. I can't believe, okay, I'm good.
That's why I'm trying not to go back out there like that.
I'm good.
But maybe one day, just not right now. Anyway.
You have to be purposeful, and you have to be prayed up.
I was on it.
It was different.
It was different then. Yes,
it
was very different then.
You just have to be in a good space, and you have to ask the Lord for what you want.
Right.
Ask, and He will
I wrote the
give
list because you told me to write the list.
Exactly.
How many were on your list? Do you know?
How many things? No, but I went back and looked at the list, checked off every box, every one of them, every one of them.
My list is very long,
and that's fine because ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find.
We were just talking about this is the manifestation.
Well,
don't knock on the table. Imani said don't
knock
on the table.
Sorry.
And this was the manifestation thing that the girl was talking about yesterday. I said I already wrote those down.
See?
And I should have added to it yesterday. Or I should have reread it yesterday.
Reread it. But no,
anyway,
really you're supposed to reread it every day.
Yeah. But not about me. It's about you. But I'm gonna get there one day. I'm just not there. Yet.
That's
Mickey is going through it. I'm like, I can't go through not right now. Anywho. And even my coworkers, I can't.
You can.
It's the drama of it all. I can't.
It doesn't have to be drama.
Maybe I'll be lucked up and get it on day 2, but right now, anyway, not about me. Okay, so that was what year?
That was, well, I don't know, 2020? Okay, 3 years ago? No, yeah.
COVID started in the beginning of 2020.
Oh, I turned 50, it was 2021.
2021.
It was 2021.
So it was before your birthday?
It was before my 50th, yes.
Okay.
Remember?
All right, you went to the thing. Right.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So now how do you feel?
Amazing.
Amazing. Okay.
I do. Don't make me cry. Yes, I feel good.
How does it feel to start over at 52?
Amazing, because everything's new. It's bright. You know what I mean? It's a new beginning, a fresh start. When everything's new, it feels good. So yeah, I'm definitely in the honeymoon stages of life though. Okay. Because I am transitioning life. It's not just marriage for me. It's everything. My daughter is in Houston. My son can't wait to get out on his own, but he's out of school. Right. So I'm not a single mom. I don't have to be mommy. Like, these are whole grown kids.
We're still single moms, but we're mothering adults now.
We are mothering adults. Right. Yes.
And it's a huge difference.
It is a huge difference. Yeah. And you can't be mother hovering. Right. You can't be that way. Yeah, that's hard. Awesome. It's hard.
Do you want to give any details about the wedding?
Yeah.
Or
I will. Let me tell you.
How you got proposed to or anything?
Oh, wow. Okay.
As much as you want to share or don't want to share.
All right. So I was, again, I know I keep saying this, but I guess I'm saying that it's meant for me to tell you this. You have to be intentional. And you too, Imani. We're going to have a whole nother conversation. But
world.
I know that. Yeah, in the world. You have to be intentional. Know what you want, and I promise you'll get it. Right? So for that reason, I am very intentional. So even when Dave and I met from day one, I let my expectations be known. I want to be married again. Like that was day one. So we went into it knowing that. Day one, he thought he didn't want to date. So he was also going through a divorce when we met, or recently divorced when we met. And he said he didn't want to date. That's what he said. I said, I'm sorry. And this is like day 1 or 2 on the phone.
On a dating site.
Thank you. Right. I said, I'm sorry. You put a profile out there on the dating site. You don't want to date. I said, what was the purpose of that? Right. He said he just wanted adult conversation of the opposite sex again. Because he just hadn't been doing that since separation from his wife. So I was like, okay. And he's been, at that point, they've been separated for like 3 years. So I'm like, wow. Okay. Right. So I kind of get that, but that's not what I want. Like, my expectation is ultimately I will be married again. So if I'm going to date someone, it's going to be to that end. So I made that crystal clear day one. So, again, remember, it's COVID during this time. So it's a lot of telephone conversations. I'm trying to think, we didn't do video chat. So it's telephone conversations. So after about 2 weeks, he says to me, I'm going to Reading Terminal. He says, it might be nice if you just happen to show up there or something. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll happen to show up. What time will you be in Reading Terminal? So he's like, I'll be there on Saturday at about 11. So if you happen to show up, that would be nice. So in my mind, that's our first date, and we were just being cute, right? He says, no, you'll know when you have a first date. It's a meetup. I said, let's be clear, I don't do meetups. I was like, I don't do meetups. You could be going on a date. But we agreed to just show up at Reading Terminal at the same time to have a drink. Okay? So my biggest fear on this particular day is, because now we've been on the phone constantly for 2 weeks, and I felt like he is the one. I really, really liked him. So now I'm like, what if I don't like him when I see him? Parents. So, and when I saw him, I was like, oh my God, 'cause he's nice on the eyes. So I was like, oh yeah, I still like him. But, and again, just the chemistry. So when we saw each other that particular morning, or early afternoon, speaking of grown daughters.
We're going to mute this part out.
So listen, are we going to mute it? Because we could be on it. I'm on a podcast, darling.
In the middle of it?
I'm in the middle of it, yes. And I answered the phone. She said, hi, guys. Say it again.
Hi, listeners.
Hi.
I'm also a frequent listener.
You are?
Tune in. Yes, I am.
Well, now
Well,
you
your
can
mother
hear
is
yourself.
not. Your mother is not.
That is not true. Look at that. You can hear yourself. So
Your mother is not.
I see you're working. I'm going to do better about catching up. All right, because I'm way behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Bye.
The podcast.
Bye. She looks so cute.
Okay, Imani's going to tell you to mute that. Put that on vibrate.
I'm sorry. All right, sorry. It's on vibrate and it's not on the table.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm in Reading Terminal.
So yeah, we're in Reading Terminal. The chemistry is there. We're feeling each other. We're walking around Reading Terminal, holding hands like we've been together forever. And remember, it was supposed to be just drinks, right? So we sat down, ordered our drinks. He's like, "You want to have a meal?" I'm like, "Sure." So again, in my mind, this is the first date, right? But this is the funny part. This is my point about being intentional and things just happen. We're sitting there, we're vibing, laughing, cracking up, enjoying each other's company. And he says, "Oh, by the way, we're in a relationship." That's what he said that day. And this is the first time of us seeing each other. It's 2 weeks after we met. And he says, "Yeah, we're in a relationship." So the man who didn't want to date is now in a whole relationship.
Yes.
Okay, a whole relationship. So then after that, we started video chatting. We found Duo, what's it called at the time? It's not called
Duolingo or something.
Because he doesn't have an iPhone.
Because my brother uses it.
So yeah, we found that. So now our conversations were all video chats. We were video chatting all the time. And he was planning our first date. Because now at this point, we met at the end of January, so it's coming up on Valentine's Day. So he was planning a Valentine's Day for us. Again, remember, it's during COVID, and at the time, he was going in the office 1 day a week, and he was responsible for COVID protocols for his office and everything. Well, he went in this particular Thursday. Whoever was in there Wednesday contracted COVID. So he shut his office down. This is when you had to quarantine for 14 days. If you had any contact. So he shut his office down and everybody had to quarantine for 14 days. So that would have been over Valentine's Day. So he was quarantined. We couldn't see each other, but he sent 2 dozen roses to the house, Sherry's berries, and a meal for our entire family, me, my mom, and the kids. So
I remember that.
So yeah, so I was intentional. We were dating, you know, immediately. We knew, yeah, that's where we were headed. Even though he thought he wasn't going to date.
Did you know immediately that he was the one? Like marriage, all of that?
Yes, I felt like yes, yeah.
Or
I felt
when
like he
was the point when?
And that's what I wanted.
Okay.
Early on.
Okay.
Very early on, before our official first date. Because when I tell you about my first date, yeah, he was right. I knew what the first date was because he ultimately planned it out. Our first date was February the 25th. Was our first date, and yeah, it was very well thought out, very well planned. I felt like a queen. Yeah, it was special.
Good.
But yeah, I knew he was.
Nice.
And my thing was, is this real? Because I felt it early on. So it's like, is this real? But yeah, almost 3 years later, he's still doing the same stuff. Same stuff.
Go Dave, go Dave, go Dave. That is awesome. And now here we are. You got engaged. Did you know the engagement was coming?
Alright, so yes and no.
Right.
Again, intentionality, right? So I put it out there that that's what I wanted, and then I guess if you continue on,
right,
it became an expectation.
Right.
And we also talked about, I said that I would never get married, not never get married, I said I wouldn't get married before BJ finished high school.
Let me ask you this. After you got divorced, did you always know you wanted to remarry?
Yes.
Okay.
Immediately. Yes. That was not.
I'm the same way. I'm like, I'm not meant to be somebody's girlfriend.
Exactly.
I'm
right.
meant to be somebody's wife.
Somebody's wife. Exactly. I knew that immediately. And we've always talked about that. So that was an expectation that I put out there, and it was a mutual desire. So he said that he wanted to remarry also.
Okay.
So but I also said that I wouldn't get married before my son finished high school.
Right.
And I also said I didn't want to wait until he finished high school to at least be engaged.
Gotcha.
So that's why I figured it was coming. I didn't know when it was going to come.
Okay.
And I'll tell you a funny story. I can tell this now out on the podcast because I finally came clean.
Did you? What did he say?
So I thought it was coming. I felt with all the listeners. I felt like it was coming.
So as we're recording right now, this is the beginning of August. So what are we? August 8th. I remember you talking about this in December.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, the end of December, beginning of January. Yeah. But I told him now, so it's fine.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, we're getting closer and closer, and we're doing things, and we're talking about life, and da-da-da. So of course, I have to get engaged, right? So I'm in his truck, and I see a gold box, a little gold box in the glove compartment. And I saw and then I immediately closed it because I just assumed it was my ring. And I'm like, I'm not going anywhere near that. And so we're in the house. This is in December, right up on Christmas. So I'm thinking I'm getting the ring for Christmas. And so he sends me in the truck to look for something and tells me to look in the glove box. And I'm like, the ring. I'm saying to myself, like, why would you send me in there? So I was like, well, maybe he moved it. So I go in there, I look for what he tells me to look for, and it is in there. And the box is still there. And I'm like, he knew the box is there. Why would he send me in here? But I'm not going to look in the box. So I said, I'm not going to look in the box. I'll wait. Because Christmas is like in a few days. I'll wait. I'm not going to look in the box.
How do you know he didn't send you in the glove compartment to see the box?
Because he sent me to look for a pen, the earpiece. I don't know what it was, but he sent me to look for something.
But couldn't it be, she going to see the box too, so she should grab the box
well,
too?
Then he should say something about the box.
Okay.
I came back and pretend I didn't see the box.
Okay, go ahead. Gotcha.
So I go in, I give him what it says, and I'm looking at him, he's looking at me, but I play it off like I didn't see the box.
Okay.
So, whatever. And so now Christmas morning, Christmas when it comes, everybody's opening gifts, everything's wrapped, and there's a box under the tree, and it's wrapped. But the way we did Christmas is you grab a gift and open it. So, and the kids are there, everybody's just grabbing gifts and opening it. I'm like, so he gonna have me open my present, just open it, you know, right? And so he's like, grab a gift. And I was like, well, which one do you want me to grab? He was like, any of them. He's like, whatever, right? So I'm grabbing everything other than the box because I feel like he should present the box to me. So eventually I had to get to the box, and I realized the box was attached to a bigger thing, and I was like, this is weird. So I grabbed the two things together and I opened the bigger thing, and it was a pearl necklace, right? So now I'm thinking maybe this is not my ring.
It's the matching pearl.
I opened the box. Pearl earrings. Pearl earrings. So I was disappointed with the pearls.
Was it the box that was in the glove box?
It was not the box that was in the glove box. So now you know what I'm thinking. New Year's Eve.
Gotcha.
So New Year's Eve I'm getting engaged. So I had to go check to see if the box was still in the car. And I did. And it was. And I was like, all right, bet. So New Year's Eve. It's coming, New Year's Eve, whatever. So I was like, all right, well, what are we doing? You know, we had no New Year's Eve plans. I was like, so we're just not going to do anything. I was like, okay, well, maybe he's supposed to be at home when we do it. Because we did nothing for New Year's Eve. Like, I was like, we did nothing. So it came. We said, Happy New Year.
Went to bed.
And the box is still in the car. So I'm like, what is going on? So I said, what's he doing? I was like, all right, well, maybe he just doesn't want to do it on New Year's Day or whatever. So I waited a few more days. So now I am getting a little frustrated. Like, when is this going to happen? So I went in the car. I opened the box. And I tried to see it. I opened the box. It was a candle.
Pick your face up off that
It was a candle, a cute little candle. I was like, why is it in this beautiful gold box?
Now that we've had the conversation, why was the candle in the box? For that reason?
They just sold it to him. He went to a flea market or something.
Oh, he just put it in glove
compartment. He was just supporting, he just put it in glove compartment and forgot about it.
Gotcha. That's funny.
For real. So I just forgot about it. I was like, you know what? It happened when it happened. I completely forgot about it. Just completely. I knew that I said I wanted it to be before my son graduated. I just completely forgot about it. I did, like, I might have mentioned one thing, like, you remember I said I wanted to be engaged before BJ graduated. He was like, yeah.
And she was very intentional because we sat here and did our vision boards for 2024, and it was in the top of her board.
Sure was.
Big ring and all. I'm like, do the ring gotta be as big as everything else on the board? She's like, yep. I said, okay.
Yeah. Vision boards work?
Yes, they do.
They work.
There's another episode, if you listen. But anyway, go ahead.
I did. I saw that one.
There's a follow-up.
Oh, okay.
There's a check-in.
Okay, what you're not going to do this entire thing?
I'm just saying.
I'll
but
catch
go ahead.
up. Got a lot going on.
You in the car all the time.
Yeah, but I realized I like to look at it.
Really?
I do. I like that much, but I was so glad y'all did that.
But you were so much like, I'm in the car all the time. I just like, listen.
I know.
And you want to know why we started video? Because Bub asked me if he's seen one episode.
Well, thank you, Bub.
He was like, I'm not going to listen. You got to have video.
He'll see this one. I guarantee you. Guaranteed. Thank you, little bad.
Anywho, okay.
Yeah, I was so glad y'all did that.
So that was in
better.
January.
Right.
You're never home to watch a video.
Everything I do in the car is YouTube. Everything. So everything I listen to in the car is still YouTube.
You're right. So again, make it happen. Anywho, okay, so that was in January. So it didn't happen in January. So then when did it come on?
April. April 7th or 8th. That's when I got engaged. Should I know that? It's 7th or 8th. It's one of those. 8th. April 8th. It was.
Confidently.
It was 8th.
Okay. Do you want to tell how that happened? Or should we keep that to close family and friends?
No, we can tell. It's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Everybody knows. So we're planning our life out now, right?
Mhm.
So we're making moves, and we're deciding that he's gonna move to Delaware, and he's gonna buy a house. So we're just planning things out, and we're starting now to save for different things.
Mhm.
So he says to me, "All right, this will probably be the last date for a while, because we've been traveling, going out, whatever." He was like, "So this is probably not our last date, our last big date." That's how he said it. That's big date for a while. So he planned for us to have just a nice date on Spirit of Philadelphia. And he was like, "We're gonna go on a Spirit of Philadelphia. We're gonna go midnight cruise, have dinner, nice day." And I was like, "Okay," And he's like, "So we're gonna dress up." He arranged for a photo shoot. Well, he told me he won a photo shoot, right? So I'm thinking, he would want a photo shoot. And he's like, "Do you want it?" Of course I want it. Is that a real question? So we go on the Spirit of Philadelphia. We're getting on there. The photographer's following us around, and he says he needs to jump on a call, right? So I'm thinking it's work related. I don't really care, because the photographer is following me around. So I'm doing my thing. We taking pictures as we're getting on the boat. He's doing it. And Dave's trying to set the phone up so he can see the Zoom call that he's trying to do, blah, 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 blah. Come to find out, it's family and friends on the Zoom that he has set up so that they can see him do the proposal. So I'm posing for a picture. He comes getting a picture. Photographers taking pictures. Then he starts saying stuff that I don't know what he said. Gets on one knee. I'm hyperventilating on the Zoom in front of the family and friends. And I got a ring.
I don't know what he said.
I got a ring. So that's how it happened. It was amazing.
What color was that box versus the box that was in the glove compartment?
Yeah. It was black, I think. Yeah, it was a black box. It was a black box. So amazing cruise. Of course, I had a ball. It's a dinner cruise. I'm dancing. It was great cruise. And Bestie here, right? So it's a great cruise. Remember, family and friends there on the Zoom. We're Spirit of Philadelphia. We dock. I get off the boat.
Before that. So she calls me, and I'm like, "Why are you calling me? You just got engaged. You're on a boat. Why are you calling me?" She's like, "I know, but can you believe it?" Now, we had already researched, me and my Imani, the goddaughter, what time the boat take off, what time the boat's supposed to dock back, boom, boom, boom. Okay, plan. Do we be at Dave's house or do we be at the boat? Which one should we be at when she done? So we had all this mind. I was like, "You need to go to the boat." I was like, "All right, then we going to the boat." So now here she come calling. "Why are you calling me if you're on the boat?"
Because I just got engaged.
And I was like, "Okay." She was like, "Great, I'm going to call you when you're done." I said, "Okay, but before you call me when you're done, what time are you supposed to get back?" Because I just needed to make sure it lined up with the thing. And yours was a half an hour before it said on the website. So I was like, okay. So we got there like half an hour before that even. Just the part so we could see the boat. We got out. We walked around. We did everything. Because Imani had never been down there at night.
Okay.
And she's only been to Dave and Buster's further down. She hadn't been to any of the ones up front. So we were just walking around doing everything. I was like, all right, it's getting chilly now. So we got back in the car. So now here you come.
So I'm walking off the block. I'm in La La Land. Da 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 da. Dave says, "Let's go grab a drink before we go home." I'm like, "Okay." The chart house is right there next to the boat. So I'm walking on my way to the chart house.
Now stop. And she's walking this way. We're down here. And I'm like, she's not coming this way, Imani. She's not coming this way, Imani. She's going over there, Imani. And we're like, Lynette, ghetto-fied in the middle of the night. And I'm like, she's not hearing us. She's not hearing us. I said, we gotta go.
So right there on the steps of the chart house,
I'm calling.
My bestie, did you call me or did I
I was calling you and y'all didn't hear me. Y'all walked inside the restaurant.
Oh, and then I came back out. And you were like,
I said, "Can you come outside?" You were like, "Why? What's going on?" I was like, "I need you to come outside." And you came up. It was a fool.
I'm screaming and hollering right there on the steps. I'm screaming. I'm showing the friends. I'm crying. I'm just a mess. I'm a mess. And then, so did they tell me that they were upstairs?
No, Dave just said y'all were going in upstairs. So
right,
we left.
For drinks.
Right. Because I was just in sweats and a t-shirt. I was just coming to meet you at the boat.
So she didn't want to come in sweats and t-shirts to our house. She could have, people had on jeans in there. But anyway,
No,
so we
this
go
is a
in
fancy
there.
restaurant. I was in sweatpants and a jacket. I'm not doing that.
And then I know, so the bestie surprises me. She's there, her and Imani, I walk upstairs, and then two of my other girlfriends did the surprise too, because they had to be there. And so it was a great night.
Yay! And that was in April, and here we are 4 months later, and you have a date, a destination, a bridal party.
Bridal party. Oh, can we
invitation.
talk about that? Can we talk about that?
Sure.
Okay,
Talk about
so
whatever you want to talk about.
here's the thing. I was like, all right, so of course I knew I wanted to get married again, but I also knew that, listen, I don't need the pomp and circumstance. I don't need every bell, every whistle. I don't need all of that.
Hey, can I just interject for a second? I'm very surprised. Go ahead.
Well, hold that thought.
Okay.
So, I mean, I just didn't feel, I didn't want that. Remember, we started this conversation. How do you feel? I have not been in bride mode. I just haven't even been thinking about the wedding, you know. So that's how I know I'm not a bridezilla, because I just, you know, it's just like, I don't want all that. So I knew I wanted a destination wedding. I knew I wanted it to just be simple. Just simple. No bridal party, But then we decided, okay, we will have a best man and a maid of honor. That's it. That's all we need. That's all we want. So we did. So we got the wedding coordinator, and she's coordinating this phenomenal destination wedding. So I say I don't want bells and whistles. I say I don't want all this, but yo, it's going to be phenomenal. So I'm very pleased.
There's going to be a whistle.
There is a bell and there is a whistle, and I am very pleased with what's lining up, but it's still simple because we're not doing all the dresses and the these and that. We're not doing all of that. It's going to be phenomenal because of the destination and because of what's planned, but it's not all this stuff, right? So along that same vein of I don't want all this stuff, I was like, I don't need a bridal shower, because some people are saying, okay, well, we're not going to be able to go to the wedding because it is a destination. It may not be in their budget. It is a 5-star resort, so it's not the least expensive vacation that a person would take. It's really nice. So everybody can't make it. So people have been asking me, why are you going to have a reception when you get back? Absolutely not. That's why.
Like once we come back, it's a wrap.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why we're doing the destination wedding.
Gotcha.
But to that end, I got to thinking, maybe I should have a bridal shower. Because originally I told D I did not want a bridal shower.
I don't remember that piece of conversation. I was planning for a bridal shower.
Were you?
Yeah. Remember, I was like, so I went to my cousin. I was like, so if I'm the only one in the bridal party, am I the only one planning the bridal shower? And Kim was like, yep. She's like, but I'm willing to help you. Anything you need, you just tell me. I was like, okay.
Girl, I solicited help for you. So here's the thing, and this is really all Gail.
Why would you think you wouldn't want a bridal shower?
Because I said I just wanted to go away, and I didn't want to do anything. So I wasn't going to do anything. I do want, of course, the bachelorette thing.
But we would have. I would have known you would have needed to have it, because people who are coming aren't bringing the gifts to the island.
That's what other people say. I wasn't thinking about any of that.
Oh, I had all that already in my mind.
Child. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So
you thought people was gonna bring you a toaster in the island and then bring the toaster back through customs?
I didn't want a toaster.
Okay, I'm just asking.
I wasn't registering
nowhere. Okay, I got you.
So if they bring in anything, just bring the check.
Okay.
Or Cash App.
Gotcha.
Zelle, Venmo.
Okay.
9-cent toaster.
Okay.
Just not. So it was like, I'm good.
Okay.
You know, and some people, maybe that's their gift, that they're showing up. Maybe.
Okay.
You know, and I was
okay with that.
So
other people are in your ear.
Yes, all in my ear. I'm like, no, I don't want a bridal shower. I'm not doing all of that. Because it sounds like all of that. I didn't want all of that, right? So Gail, I'm going to make sure she watches this. She's the main one. She has a lot going on. She's still on the fence as to whether or not she's going to be able to go. But because she's on the fence and not sure if she's going to be able to go, she is adamant. Give me Dee's number. I need to talk to Dee now. I will help her. I'm going to plan this you're having a bridal shower. You're having a bridal shower. I was like, I don't think so. Okay. But I mean, adamant, week after week, every week is Zumba. She's like, I need to talk to Dee. Like, we need to get started. And I'm like,
So again, this is August. Lynette calls me last month, because again, this is August, whatever. And I'm like, call me back in January to talk about somebody's bridal shower. This is.
I called you last week.
Was it just a week ago?
Yes, because this is what happened. Or maybe I called you because Gail made me
probably the
call
last
you.
weekend in July or something. But I just remember saying, if you
Gail
call me back in you were with her.
I was, as
y'all were in the car.
Oh, okay.
No, y'all
So
were
that was-
going
that was
line
last
dancing
month.
or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was last month.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm
Yeah,
not
but that was
talking about
Gail.
anybody's
Gail.
bridal shower until like January. We're not going to talk about that in August. We haven't even talked about dresses yet. And we're not talking about a bridal shower.
dresses.
We have, but Ginger reached out, by the way.
September, right?
She's like, we need to really start talking about. I think now we just need to go have a conversation.
It's on my calendar.
Yeah.
September.
September what? Just September? Do you have a
Yes,
date?
dog. She got the whole month. Whatever day she's ready, I'm ready. I've been drinking my drink this week. I got to get ready for Ginger in September. Shoot, I look like a bride. I'm ready for you, Ginger. I'm ready to get my first measurements.
She just
Thanks to my drink to shrink.
this week because I reached out to her just to check in, and she was like, "It's about time for me." You and
I told my trainer that my first fitting is September.
Okay, great. All right, we digress. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we did digress.
So the bridal shower.
So
Gail's
last
like, we
week,
gonna have it.
last Saturday, I went to a bridal shower.
I don't talk people into much, but I would have definitely talked you into a bridal shower.
Okay, well.
I sure would have.
Because I'm having one now.
Okay.
So, but here's the thing, though. I went to a bridal shower, and it was a tea, right? A royal tea. Now, this wedding is going to be phenomenal. It's Cookie's wedding. So it was a bridal shower for his fiancé. And Kim is the ultimate diva. She's ultimate fabulous. I know the wedding is going to be way over the top, grand and fabulous. And this tea was a royal tea. So much so they got me to put something on my head. And my pinky was up all afternoon. Okay? So, but it was really, really nice. Formal. It was at a hotel. It was in a hotel hosted. It was a royal tea. Like we had teacups, the whole nine, right? It was beautiful. It was fabulous. It was great for her. I know that's just not me. I'm just not your tea girl, right? But I enjoyed it. I had a ball. It was fun. I was like, yo, I want a bridal shower.
As vain as you are, how did you think you would not have a bridal shower?
Because I have so much going on. And
we are not dumb, but we like the spotlight. For a second.
And I realized that on Saturday.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, yeah. And of course, Gail's there. Gail's like, yeah. I was like, I need to talk to D. Okay.
Everybody
let D know. I changed my mind. I do want a bridal shower. I do. And so then, of course, Celeste, she was like, I need to talk to D. I was like, okay, I'm talking to D tomorrow. And she was like, do I need to be there? I was like, we'll call you. But yeah. So
what
you
is
have
everyone
help.
talking
That's
to
my
D
point.
in August about? We're in August.
Listen, you need to have these conversations. And listen, this is another thing. I realize now this is help for you. So you're going to be open. You're going to be nice. Okay? Because you're the only bridesmaid. The only one. So all these people who want to talk to D,
you want to be nice.
you're going to talk to them and you're going to say, okay. And you're going to take all their suggestions and notes. And then when you're ready to move forward, you move forward.
Okay. Gotcha.
But you don't tell people, don't call me.
I didn't say
in August. You're not going to do that.
I didn't say that. I said, what are we talking about?
We're talking about the bridal shower that's going to happen in March probably.
Okay. Do you have a list?
Of what?
Is it the same 500 people that were invited to the wedding?
The females,
is it,
yes.
I was about to say, is it co-op?
Well, that's a whole nother thing. Like, this is what we need to talk about. Okay. So I know I don't want a tea. Oh, and then the next thing that happened is I'm scrolling Facebook. We have another friend who's about to get married. And she had just had her bridal shower this past week. I think it was Sunday. It was a tea.
Okay, you're not having a tea.
I don't want a tea. But I was like, should I want a tea?
No. You want to know why you don't want a tea?
Why?
Because that person had a tea and so that. Who's your goddaughter?
Okay.
She can be like, no, because somebody's already did that. You know we don't do things other people do.
Okay, well, I didn't really want a tea anyway. But I was like, am I missing something? Am I supposed to want a tea?
No.
Okay, well, she had a tea too. It was nice.
I believe it is, but we can't have a tea now because I got
So again, I was still thinking, well, I don't have vision, and creativity and all of that. But I do want, I have a venue though, where I believe I want to have my bridal shower.
Okay.
So we can talk about that off camera.
Yes.
But this is why I want to have a bridal shower. I enjoyed the game. Like, I want that game. Well, one of the games. We played 2 games there, and one of them I really, really liked.
You're not going to have a shower.
This
is all Lynette, and you don't want a shower.
I'm not that person right now. I'm just not.
I get it.
I'm not. It's so much bigger than me right now. It is.
That is great.
It is.
Okay, well, I'm excited.
It wasn't that deep for me. But my godmother, she really did it to me. Because she's like, oh, no, her husband has dementia. So she can't come to the wedding. And she's the one, you having a reception? Absolutely not. But she was like, okay, well, at your shower. I was like, the one I'm not having?
Right. I think your reception will be your housewarming. Whenever that happens down the line.
Yep.
Because that will be your next goal after you get married.
Yep. You're right.
If it doesn't miraculously happen before.
It won't.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it would be after that.
Yep. You're right.
And I think that's okay.
I do too. See y'all know this.
Yeah.
So now, So, and talking to Dave, right? So we already know who's catering the bridal shower.
Okay.
And he volunteered. I did not ask.
Okay.
He volunteered. Because again, I didn't want all of this stuff, right? So I said to him, I got the venue. And he was like, okay, so you didn't want to have it, but now you're going to have it. What about this? Why don't we have this as like a kickoff? This was his idea. A kickoff to the wedding. So for all those individuals who aren't going to be able to make it to the wedding, then we'll kind of bring the island to them. And at first I was like, oh, that's a great idea. But now I thought about it. There are some people who are going to be there who are coming to the wedding, and I want them to be surprised.
With the island
right? But then he was just talking about just like pictures, the same pictures that are on the wedding website, just kind of have them blown up around the room or whatever. But it would be co-ed. I don't know. Because I just want to have games. Because now that I want a bridal shower, I want a bridal shower. So I was like, but my immediate thought is, that's a reception. If you're inviting everybody that you're invited to the wedding, that is a reception. And all I could think about is the cost of that. Yeah. And he's like, I'm providing food. And so that's when he volunteered. And I was like, okay, great. But still, So I mentioned it to Celeste, and she's like, I have an idea. So now she has a whole idea where there's a bridal shower going on, and there's like a session going on. So just the guys, they're kind of almost like a smoker's lounge, like smoking cigars, out on the deck, chilling, whatever, having their thing, while we're doing our bridal shower thing. And then everybody comes together for the evening of dancing. Because I originally said that I wanted a DJ, because I wanted it to be like a party thing. I don't know how I feel about that either. So these are all the things that we need to kind of discuss and figure out where we're landing. So just before I left Dave this morning, I was like, okay, I'm going to talk to Dave. He's like, but where I think I landed, I think I conveyed to him that I really don't really want a co-ed thingy. But I do want him there. That might be a little selfish. But I like it when, it's mostly baby showers, when you have the whole shower and at the end the baby daddy comes in. Like, I like that. Right. So I was like, you can be there in the beginning, you can be there in the end, or maybe you just have a few friends that are just kind of hanging out, like not the whole guest list, doing your thing, and then at the end you come in and you say hello or something. But it's still just a bridal shower.
Is the venue here or in Delaware?
Delaware.
Okay.
So, I mean...
Okay. It's August. You have time to decide which way you want. I know which way you're going to go, but we can have time to think about it. It's okay.
So that's where we are. So it looks like I'm having a shower.
That's great. And that knocks off all your... only thing left is the dress.
I got the dress. I got the dress.
Did you pick it out?
Don't play with me.
You've been sending me pictures. You didn't send me the
final.
final.
No, I sent you the final.
Oh, that was the final? There was like 4 people in that picture.
No, it's only one person. I'm going to just remind you. We're not going to show it on camera, though.
No, we're not.
But I want you to see her reaction. No, because now you're going to have a regular reaction because you've seen it already. But
no, because last picture you sent me had 4 people in it. This is going to be a great way to end this video, y'all. in this podcast.
This
Let me
is
see.
the final.
Oh yeah, I did see that. yes, I did see that. That's going to be nice. And this is gonna hopefully be the thing that you want it to be.
You
for
know
the
what?
next
That
birthday.
is detachable. Oop.
That's the thing. We'll take that out.
But it doesn't have to be the thing that we discussed.
Right.
It could just be detachable.
Removable. You
Right.
still said detachable.
Removable.
You didn't want to say that at all, did you?
Right, but I said it.
Okay, correct.
Too late.
Yeah. Yes, I did see that. I do remember. Very good.
See,
She
I'm
was
just-
shocked
I'm
by
just
what I
snatched.
want for mine, y'all.
Yeah, I want to see your picture.
Thoroughly surprised.
Where's your picture? Oh,
on
it's over
there.
there.
I still haven't picked out the top yet. You know, Beyonce had that as one of her outfits in the concert. So you know that means it's trendy. So
And is Imani going to be okay with that?
right? Yes, she is. Everyone's thoroughly surprised.
So yeah, so that's it.
So my best friend's getting married, y'all. This time next year, she will have been Mrs. for about 4 months.
Yeah, April 10th, 2024 is the wedding date.
We getting on a plane, y'all. We getting on a plane.
We out.
She getting people on planes that don't normally go on planes.
I
That ain't
know.
never been on a plane.
Yeah. Who? Not to
My aunt.
Never been on a plane? But she's not the only one. Like, a lot of people who don't usually travel are traveling. That's why I'm so humbled. I think that's what it is. I'm really humbled. And that's why I was like, no bridal shower.
And I get it because you're like humbling, so I don't want nobody to spend no more than what they need
Yes.
to spend. Right.
That's where I
got
was
it.
with that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let them jokers that ain't coming. I'm just kidding.
Are you opening? Is the bridal shower for people who are also coming to the wedding?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They want
Which
to
is your
come.
thing.
You know, sometimes.
Well, thank you, Honey Bunch, for coming and sharing your story.
I'll
My
be back
best
for the
friend's
wedding because I am
married.
not a bridezilla, but D probably will be stressed because I am that chick who's like, D can't handle
Oh,
that.
gee.
Call D.
I felt like that 2 months ago for a minute when she was setting out the invitations and doing all that, and I was like, okay, and then dealing with the coordinator, and it was like, okay, all right, we good, and then it was like, whew, we got about another 8 months before we gotta go through that again.
Because they said the venue won't even talk to you about the wedding until 4 months prior. So that's right around your
New
birthday.
Year. Thanks.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy
to
birthday, D! Go ahead and plan this wedding right quick. Right quick. Yeah, so the only thing we need to do is really just clothing. We gotta get the kids together, what they're wearing.
Mine said that last night too. Like, I wonder what I'm gonna wear. I'm like, relax. She did. She drifted. I was like, I wonder what I'm gonna wear.
And what you're wearing, I could see mine in something similar to that.
That is mine.
I know, but similar. I said, not the same, similar. And I'll tell you what parts are similar, but not on camera. All right, bye, y'all.
All right, y'all.
We out.
Thank you for listening. If you are listening, thank you for watching. If you are watching, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes. And even though you're subscribed and you get the notifications, make sure you actually watch the podcast because these people will call you out. And you'll find out stuff that apparently you missed.
And I ain't
she'll
telling
say,
you,
you would know
go
if you
watch.
watched the podcast.
Just saying. Right?
So I'm going to catch up, y'all.
We gonna catch up. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Hopefully, Imani will be pleased because she's not here. Demea's Takeover.
Good
Bye.
job. Bye.